Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, humans. You know the voice.
Humans.
I'm Julian. My name for today is Mr. Nobody, and we got the unperceived Tyler.
Always unperceived, never trying to be perceived.
I like that.
No, I need to coin it, but I know I'm gonna forget. And I need to start writing this down.
Well, it's been edited. We got it on. We got it. I can write it down for you.
The footage, we have the raw footage right here.
We got it. But today's a special guest. Today's a special guest today. Wow, this is it's getting close to 8 o'clock. It's getting close to 8 o'clock for me. I'm letting you know this right now. There is no guest today. This is a special episode because we're in the middle of season 2. We made it so far. Thank you. I want to say thank you, Tyler, holding me down and keeping this thing going because God knows what I would end up doing by myself. This is hard. I think you guys know this right now. This is hard, and Tyler helps. Tyler helps a lot.
The Midas touch.
There we go. Yes. But of course, as always, if you end up liking this episode or think someone will use their content, share it with someone or leave a review or give us a rating. It would help us out a lot. But
I'm just letting you go. I'm just listening.
This is someone I was telling someone about this earlier today. So yeah, it's basically like improv. It's like it basically is like improv.
It is
like how we start off every other show. Did I mention I'm cooking already? Did I already mention I'm cooking? Yeah, that's my brain. The only thing that's keeping me together is the brain show me and Tyler shared.
We do. The brain cell is powerful at times.
But it keeps us together. Cooking no food. Wait a minute. Oh,
the amount I've already got you with is so funny.
Oh yeah,
no, his brain cooking so bad. He ain't even catching them.
So as always, let's start off with the 7 days. Tyler, how was your last 7 days?
Well, boy, oh boy, I am using my first cussing coin to just say I have been shitting because we literally me and CJ have been trying to overhaul our diet. So we bought like a butt ton of fruits and veggies, and then we started exercising. And let me tell y'all, that thing clear you out. You don't need those. You do not need those online detoxes. If you're not eating right, cut everything out. Just eat some fruits and vegetables and drink water and exercise. And I promise you, it'll all be gone. I'm clear. I am clean and clear. I get hungry when I'm supposed to be hungry because my stomach is empty. Whatever was in the back is gone. That's what it was like.
The whole 7 days.
Literally, I think it just stopped like 2 days ago. We did that last, because what's today? Yeah, we started that thing last Monday or something like that. But I mean, it was rough. At least 4 days of just like constantly.
Oh God.
3 times a day. I mean, and every time, a lot. I'm telling you. And I'm sorry, I should have been like graphic TMI, but it's too late now, y'all. So
it's too late now. We
ain't here chopping it up together, unfortunately. So I'm sorry for your ears. But no, literally, I mean, the bathroom has been a mess. We are in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment with 2 of us in our bowels working 20,000 miles a minute. So, anyways, after that occurred, well, I guess during going through that process, I got on my friend dates. Shout out to me. I did my little friend dates. I've started with my first 2. First one was cool. It was like I did 1 indoor, 1 outdoor. So one we were watching like Dance Moms and then drinking wine and eating, carrots and hummus. And we had little like peanut butter cookies, which normally I don't like peanut butter cookies, but like they were really good this time. They were really good.
Do you get the orange ones? The orange peanut butter crackers?
No, he baked them.
Oh, okay.
Like literally made the dough and baked. So I mean, like homemade like cookies. So it was really dope.
That's different.
Yeah.
That is different.
Then we did break the detox a little bit because we got like Chinese food because it was so late by the time CJ came over to like pick me up because still rocking with one car. Y'all, that little car. Also, just side note, that little car is tough in it. It's tough. It's real tough now. So we're both heavy in the works of getting 2 new vehicles, which we're both excited about. So hopefully, like next 2-3 episodes, we should be talking like we got vehicles. Like hopefully, shout out. But
let me hit the button real fast. If I can find it. Where's that? Where's that? Oh no! If I can find it, I'm gonna find it. Nope, I can't find it. No, I can't find the one that I'm looking for. Dang it!
All right, your brain.
And I know it's in here. Oh, there it is.
I believe in you. No, literally.
That's only for Tyler.
Listen, I've been rocking with the same car since 2017. People, this is an undergrad. It was the first car that took all of my friends and us to anywhere that we wanted to go because I was the first person with a car on campus. So yeah, I was that friend. But since being that person, the car has gone through some trials and some tribulations. And now we're at the time. And honestly, for a while there, I was like, yeah, I can't wait to get rid of this car. It's so old and blah, blah, blah. But now that I'm like finally getting rid of it, I'm like, oh no, this is my first car.
This is my first car. No, please. Make it another. Wait.
Child, we had just cleaned the car out yesterday, and I was just like, oh, no. This car has seen me through a lot of things, and I was just like, wow, how did I not noticed that before? That this car had been rocking with me all the way through. Crazy.
Well, so you can keep it for another 10 years. Just make it not another 10 years. My bad. Make it 10 years. That's what I'm saying. It has a good.
I was about to say 10 years. I don't know if it's making that because there's new problems with my car every day. And I'm not joking when I say that. Like there was a new problem literally 2 days ago. Now you can't even open the car, like the driver's side from the, you gotta roll the window down and put your hand down to open the, anyways, y'all, I'm looking tough. If you see me on the streets, if you see me on the streets, it's bad. Like the car is locked for sure because I can't get out. It's locked when you lock it too. Like you can't open it. But for some reason, like you can't open it from the inside, whether it's locked or unlocked. And I'm like, woo, stranger, this is dangerous. But
if someone ever stole your car, is like you know where they are. They can't get out.
When they get trapped inside, and then like, why is this car like this? I got just enough seconds to, break the glass and be like,
Tyler throwing hands is the funniest thing I can imagine right now.
Literally, I don't even know what I would do. I'm like trying to think about it. If I'm like a carjacker, I'd be like thinking if they got a gun or something, I'm just gonna call the car insurance people and be like, can I at least get 1,000 for this vehicle towards the next vehicle? Anything. Send me some money.
Do it like a pawn shop. I want 10,000 right here.
I'm gonna start making all kinds of stuff up. I put a new engine and transmission. This car is at least worth 10K.
Because they're gonna, bring you down no matter what. So
oh gosh.
Aim very high.
If they're gonna lowball me, I gotta highball them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta play the field. They don't know.
I kid you not. If I ever need to pawn something, that's my go-to. Go really high and see if it will force them to bring up their number.
Oh Jesus. But yeah, man, there were other things, but those were the big highlights.
The big highlights.
Yeah. Besides just working, you know what I mean? I was in a class. Today was the last day of our class. It was like 1 to 5, but it was really cool. Made some new connections, so that was cool. So
okay,
yeah,
nice.
That was about it.
All right, cool. All right. So my 7 days though, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have been brutal. Start to finish. They have been brutal. So
what's going on?
Like I said, last episode, I said these next couple months, it's gonna be hard to making episodes and whatnot. Is because I'm on an island. For the people who hear this and end up listening to the behind the scenes on Patreon, you know which island I'm on. But still, I'm on an island. I'm on an island, and from start to finish, things have gone awry. To start off with, I was stranded at the airport.
Oh my gosh.
Because even getting the place where I'm staying at, that was difficult to book it with the government card and everything. Cool.
Mhm.
Got that fixed, and just for context, just because it's gonna make the story go a little bit faster. Government card before 3,000, increased the card limit to, it was supposed to be 10,000, so I wouldn't have any issues. It was,
Right.
I didn't know at the time, but it was raised to 5,000. I'm like, all right,
Okay.
cool. The place that I'm staying at is 4,000 something. Yeah, it was like 4,000.
What?
Oh, that's because I'm staying for like multiple days, like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I guess
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never been at a place that long. I'm sorry. My broke is showing.
No. Look, I'm broke too. This is not coming out of my pocket. Like, this is definitely not my money. I want to be able to stay here for more than maybe 2 days. But no, I am definitely broke. This is government money, and
it's used for good reasons, y'all.
Mm-hmm. But government money, whatever. And so yeah, so the place I'm staying at, 4,000. Let's just say 4,200,
Mm-hmm.
and then I used some of the limit. So the card I had 300 on it. Trying to get the rental that was already in my name, that was 500 something. The card bounced. So I'm like, the card bounced. I don't have the money to, get this myself, nor would I do that because I'm on government time. So I had to call my supervisor. And he was like, you were so lucky because I was 5 seconds away from going to sleep and turning off my phone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 5 seconds away. Like he said, like I was in the bed and I was in motion of going down before he saw my phone.
That is crazy.
That's how this trip started. So the very next day, I've been working on this assignment for my supervisor and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. This is gonna go like this. Because he already told me, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have you lead this, and I'm just gonna let you suffer. Like, what's the saying? Like you either you sink or swim by yourself. Like I'm going to be there and not say a thing, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I can do this, whatever, right? Okay. Come to find out, the thing that I was thinking how the presentation was gonna go wasn't how it was supposed to go. Like I didn't have anything prepared. I'm like, that's tough. So my supervisor had to take the blame. They kind of take the heat for the assignment not being done, kind of, because he still said, "Oh yeah, I was supposed to do it," but he took the blame for it. So because of that, it also actively made him burn a bridge with someone that was like a fellow associate. Not like a super serious burn, but I'm like, wow, if only I just did the assignment. And the thing is, again, I tried to do the assignment. It's just what I thought the assignment wasn't what it ended up being. So I'm like, there's only so much I can do about that.
Yeah.
What else happened? Why else was this week so brutal? Oh, again, supervisor work and everything. He's giving me assignments after this one. I'm like, all right, cool, I can do this. But what ends up happening is that I have to go out into the field and everything. So the assignments that he wants me to do, I can't do because I'm doing the assignment, more important assignment that he's also tasked with. So I'm like, all right. And that's something else he put me in charge with. And I'm like, I can't just use the excuse of you have me working up too much. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I have to, tough it out and, get that done. Because he already told me, he's only going to tell me something 3 times and that's it. He will tell me to go home. I don't want to go home. But what else has happened in my brutal week? I got lost.
Well, you're not where you normally are.
Yeah, see, hold on. It's not that I'm not where I normally am. I'm on an island. Because I went to a surfing competition. That was an hour and a half away. Yeah.
Sorry, the surf competition. I had to do it anyway.
There's way more to this story, but the reason why this is because I was at a place that I didn't know. My phone was about to die. I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi because I'm out on the beach and I'm almost out of gas. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, did I mention I'm broke? So, yeah. So, with all that being said, what was supposed to be a stress-free trip ended up. Oh, I also got pulled over too. That's also. Yeah. Yeah. So with all that kind of combined, was a brutal week. But there's a lot of positives though, because even though work-wise has been brutal, being on this specific island, I'm never gonna keep it a mystery as long as possible. Being on this island, the people here are cool. I've met a lot of nice, cool people that I was actually supposed to meet someone at the surfing competition. That didn't happen. And then I'm supposed to meet that same person tomorrow. So, and I got to explore the whole, like just be in nature completely. A whole bunch of good pictures. I'm gonna send them to you, Tyler. And yeah. I haven't forgot about your souvenir, but
it's okay. Well, listen, worry about the gas first. Worry about the gas.
Yeah, look, I'm already here. Like that. This happened. What day was this? This happened Sunday. Or this whole trip and everything. So yeah, but I still have to get back home. So yeah, but no, that's just been my week. Just a lot of hell and got to see a lot of cool things too. So that's just been my yeah, and then. Those are the main things. There's something else that popped into my head, but I'm like, I don't need to talk about it here.
Listen, the way our 7 weeks were both just like eventful is very funny. It's just like, all right, we're just going. There are a lot of things because I also left some other things out too. It has just been just like we'll just keep swimming.
Yeah, just keep swimming. And if I didn't mention this before, my name is Mr. Nobody today. That should, my name's Mr. Nobody today.
That's crazy.
But
all right, well,
all right. I guess
like we might be ready for
the question.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're very unserious.
Very unserious. But you're here for a good time. You're here to hear perspective. So we don't really need to be serious. Hopefully not.
Right. Exactly.
And this question actually comes from someone who was on the show previously before. I did not tell you this. This comes from Nullo.
But really?
Yeah, no, he asked this day before, like actually the same day I brought it to you. But the question is for the people who are just waiting for this question so we can continue. The question is, what is a good bad movie?
A good bad movie. You know what? My favorite movie to bring up when this question comes up is, I don't think it's still on Netflix, but there's this movie called Rubber, and it's about a tire. Yes.
Okay. No. See, I was thinking Flubber. I'm like, that's a bad movie.
No, Rubber with an R.
Okay. I was about to say,
not. Listen, if you've never heard about this movie, it's insane. It is literally a tire that goes around like killing people. Literally just a tire, like a car tire,
just
rolling around. And people are like, "Why is that tire rolling?" And then it like rolls towards them, and they're like, "It's crazy." But it's very funny to watch. I think it was literally, I can't remember. I think it might have been a Netflix movie, but I can't remember whatsoever. But I remember I watched it like maybe 3 times when I saw it on Netflix, because I was just like, this is funny. Like, this is just straight comedy right here.
Was it like a live action? Was it like animation?
Yeah, it was live.
Hey,
they were really rolling a tire.
They just
you should look into this.
Rubber.
It's called Rubber. Yes.
Unbelievable. I
don't know what you thought my answer was gonna be, but I love that movie.
Just off the top, just off the question itself, I think you've hit the mark of what is this? That is hilarious. What do you?
Oh my gosh. I don't know many people who have seen it, but the people who have seen it agree with me that it's hilarious and really random.
Yeah, no, I believe you. There's no doubt in my mind that this is. But for me, my good bad movie is the Green Lantern.
Mm. I,
Yeah,
yeah, it was bad.
see, the thing is, I enjoyed it as a kid when I first saw it,
Yeah.
but even as a kid, there were some things that I'm like, this isn't acceptable. Like, why are they flying in a straight line from Earth, passing the asteroid belt, and then coming to the sun in a straight line? And I'm like, I'm 12, and I know that's not how space works.
I'm 12. The amount of times when you're a kid and you're just like, that that doesn't make sense.
No, not at all. Like space wasn't my thing for like a good minute when I was young. So the fact that I'm watching a movie and I know that's not right and I'm 12,
Yeah, right.
who let this who thought about this? And
A
then
maniac.
watching mhm. And now watching the movie now that I'm an adult is not any better. We'll still watch it. I will still watch it.
It's not any better.
But it just like why? And the fact that Ryan Reynolds was like, yeah, nah, we should never have done this one. I think that kind of proves my point that that's a good bad movie.
Yeah, because is he okay? I might be tripping. I may be missing my Ryan's up, but he's the one that plays Deadpool now, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
he made up for it. He was like, I
Mm.
got to correct this glaring error.
Yeah, if I remember hearing correctly, don't quote me on this, but he was forced to play the Green Lantern movie to get to play Deadpool. I think that's
Oh
how that worked.
wow. Or maybe that was like his way to just show that he could do it.
I
Like, and
can't
then they were
I can't
like,
remember,
Force is
but
crazy.
yeah, but I knew no like I remember hearing something like he wanted to play Deadpool, like he really wanted to play Deadpool, but something was stopping him, and the only way he could get the Deadpool that he is now, that he needed to do a different movie. So yeah,
Wow, that's crazy. You know what? A lot of people. It's funny because I feel like it's sometimes bad movie, like what people think are bad movies. Like sometimes you don't think it's a bad movie, so you kind of got to be like, sure, it's bad, but to you,
oh yeah, absolutely, because
yeah. Like I'm trying to think because I know I have a couple of movies like that where I'm like, I remember it was like people hate this movie, but I love it. And I'm trying to remember. The one movie you will not hear me say is a bad movie that I love is
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah,
Avatar Last Airbender.
like
Garbage.
the
Garbage.
yeah. I think that's like
No brainer across the
you
board. Everybody wipes it from
unanimous
their memory.
-10 on everywhere.
I literally
Is
remember
a
nothing.
oh I remember, and I remember all the worst things. Like how it's Ong, not Aang. I I remember that how the firebenders couldn't make their own fire.
Mm,
I think they took out Momo.
entirely. They were just the graphics. They were just like,
Mm.
no.
Yeah, no, there was no Kyoshi Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, for anyone who has not seen this movie, I'm I'm glad you haven't.
Yeah.
Watch the animation, the not the one on Netflix. Watch the original 2000 something show.
Oh. The original one is on Netflix though. You talking about not the live action.
Yeah. Don't watch anything live action. Stick to the
I'm
animation.
not gonna lie to you. I haven't gotten that far in live action yet, but I know it gets bad. Like I'm only on the second episode. Honestly, I've been like Love is Blind. If anything, something that's bad that I'd be watching, even though it's not a movie, Love is Blind. That stuff is not good for your brain or your soul sometimes. Like I really be sitting there like, whew, my soul is burning watching this. But it's good television. Those producers know how to get the worst out of people, and I tell you what, they do it every time. That is crazy.
And see, and this is why I stay in my own little bubble. Why I don't know celebrities like that.
Mm-mm,
But
mm-mm.
no, only stick to the animation Avatar because I was so upset in the movie when it's like, oh, we're gonna see Aang become this giant water fish thing.
Right.
He makes 100-foot wave.
I just remember, literally, I'm going to tell you right now, the only thing I remember from that movie is like the cut of the end scene and just feeling an intense rage within my body after it was done. Like, all I remember is it ending and me being really, really angry. And I'm just like, okay, I'm never watching this again. This was a
No.
complete waste of my time. I cannot believe that I just like spent money on this. Like,
Yeah.
it blew my mind that I was even sitting there.
Yeah, and I saw a documentary on it. It's like the person who was like, "Oh, I want to make a movie." Oh, saw his daughter watched it once. He's like, "Oh, I want to make a movie about this," and that's it. That is it. That one little clip.
Never
like,
watched it again.
Never. From what this documentary, like I said, you guys have to do your own research. I don't know all my facts like that. This is what I hear. Thank you.
I feel you.
But yeah. So no, Ong really gets me. Anytime if you ever say Ong, I'm like, all right, you clearly watched the wrong thing.
Oh gosh, like anyways, I don't know, man. It's don't touch the originals sometimes. You know what I mean? Like if the original wasn't bad, why are we doing anything with it? Why are we don't fiddle with that? Like what are you doing?
See, that brings me to the question. But before I say that, I want to say one movie that I know that everyone was like, "Oh, this is." Like there's only one of two responses. Either this is a terrible movie or this is a really good movie. Was Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad, like the first one. Because
I feel very even about that one. I
don't know, but when I remember when it was coming out, everyone was like, it was one of the two. Either it was a really good movie or a really bad movie. So you know what I did? I lowered my expectations towards like, all right, I'm expecting a trash movie.
It's also funny when you hear how bad a movie's supposed to be, and then because you lowered your expectations, you're like, oh, it's like
this is not a bad movie. I'm like, that's exactly. And so from that day, I'm like, let me do this for every movie. Let me expect nothing but garbage. So no matter what, I end up having a good time in the movie because yeah, I can't.
You got to.
You can't disappoint me if I'm already expecting trash.
Honestly, I watched a movie like Blind like a month or two ago. And I was like, wow, this is really great. Because like I had not seen a trailer. Y'all, the way like these ads and like all this other stuff is set up, like if a trailer is not geared towards your demographic, like you're not gonna see it whatsoever. So I didn't even know this movie was like in theaters. Like me and CJ were just randomly going to the movie theaters, like, hey, let's just go. And we saw this movie. It was called American Fiction, and I was like, wow, this was great. And I was like, is it great because like I just didn't know what to expect walking in? Like maybe we just need to all stop watching trailers and just blind walk into a thing and be
honestly, I wish instead of trailers using clips from the actual movie, because I'm like, you're giving me too much of the movie. That's why I stopped watching Marvel trailers a long time ago.
You know what's funny? Since you brought that up, I was literally about to say I couldn't remember the trailers fully for the Marvels, like that movie that recently came out. And I never went to see the movies because I was just like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know what this is gonna look like, whatever. Then I went to go see my dad like a couple of weekends ago or whatever. And we watched it and it was good. Like it was probably my favorite women-led Marvel movie that they've done. I don't like any of the other ones like that. So I'm like, hey, I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other woman-led Marvel movies there are. Mine is Black Widow.
Black Widow, Captain Marvel. Those are the only two I can think of. I think Madam Web, was that not one? I'm confused by that one. People had really bad opinions of that, and I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
And I was like, I
don't think that one's Marvel. Is that Marvel?
I think maybe not. Like I literally can't remember. Like
Okay, yeah, Sony Marvel kind of like that crossbreed of whatever definitely confused me.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
cool. Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh, I was saying, yeah, no, I kind of wish trailers stop using actual footage from the movie because it gives it away. Instead, I would rather them just do one of two things. Something that Marvel has actually done. Lie to me in this trailer. Show me things that aren't actually there. Cool.
Mm.
Or use the deleted scenes.
Yeah, that's smart. Well,
Yeah.
you know what's funny with the Marvel one? They set it up like I went back and watched the trailer because I couldn't remember I'd seen like half the scenes they were showing in it because I was like, this is really good, but I don't remember seeing any of this in the trailer. I remember the trailer being kind of mid. And the trailer starts off with clips from the Avengers movie, and I'm just like, what? Just like, I was so confused. And then they did basically show, like, in my opinion, all the coolest, most of the cool parts of the movie. But I don't know. It was honestly, it was giving like female Guardians of the Galaxy, a bunch of random, like, even though they're not random people, like a bunch of random hosh posh group coming together to team up against the Force. Just
Sounds about
it was
right.
good. It was solid. It was really solid. I don't know. I really liked it. Like I don't know. I'm into it. I don't like gassing movies up no more because people don't come back at me and say I watched it. It was garbage. Okay.
Okay. That you have to them was like, are you me? All right. You got your own opinion.
I'm like, that's cool. That's what you thought. I enjoyed it. I personally, I'm like,
I don't.
hey, I kind of like it. I kind of rock with it.
I might
So,
watch. It's on Disney Plus now, so I might
mhm.
watch it. I might
I
watch
watched
it.
it on Disney Plus because literally
Mm.
I was like, every time someone asked me if I wanted to go to the movies and see it, I was like, no. And I really should have watched it.
That's really funny.
It was crazy. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. And then I'm a sucker for a Hallmark movie, but that's because my grandma is like consistently watching like Hallmark, like Lifetime movies. It's just within me now.
Hallmark. When I think Hallmark, I'm only thinking Christmas movies. Are there more?
Yeah, there are other ones. Well, you know, they got Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. I promise you, any Thanksgiving movie is basically a Christmas movie with a turkey.
That's true too. But I can think of other ones, you know, like kind of horse girl esque movies and like other stuff. I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that lane, like rom commy,
Okay.
random, like, oh, I came home because it's such and such is whatever. And now I've seen the hometown girl that I used to have a crush on, and we hate each other, but we love each other now. I don't know. It's just weird. But anyways,
You said all that, and the only thing that popped into my mind is like, is that a Tyler Perry movie? No, this
no,
Tyler Perry.
no, there's not
Tyler.
enough. There is not enough trauma in the plot that I brought out. That it could be I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, do not. I'm like, the things that drive the plots in Tyler Perry movies are so crazy sometimes. I'd be like, okay, we're just using this as a plot device now. Like, all right, wow. So, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. Now I'm trying to think of, have I actually seen a Hallmark movie?
I don't know, man. If your grandma didn't sit you down to watch one, probably not.
I don't think so.
It'd be like that sometimes.
All right. Well, we can just add this to the list of things that Julian has never done before.
It's okay.
All right. Yes. You have too much power.
I'm sorry. That's like my favorite thing now. I made it.
Oh, that's so
I
funny.
literally made it while you were talking. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. My voice got high. It's just so y'all got to see this new alert that I made because it's so funny.
I do have two questions in my head now. And the first one I want to ask, how do you feel about live action? Actually, I'm going to kind of combine the two. How do you feel about live action reboots?
Oh, live action reboots.
And I'm thinking about Lion King, Aladdin, Cinderella's.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I tend to not like them. Like, I didn't even watch the live action Lion King because I just felt like the premise didn't make sense to me. Like, I'm like, it's like if you cars, like, are we gonna make the real life cars talk to each other like telepathy? I don't know. It just made me feel like it was gonna take me out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I just never watched it. I could listen, if y'all come back on the reviews and go, I really like this episode, but the fact that Miss Unperceived did not watch real life Lion King bothered me, then I will watch it, y'all. I will watch it. But
no.
Like right now, no. So I have no desire. I did like Aladdin. I liked the Beauty and the Beast with Emma Roberts, Emma Stone. Who is it?
I'm not sure.
Never mind. I'm asking him. He don't even know nobody.
Look, I do know the Emmas do get confused a lot, though.
I get them constantly. There's no reason I should get them confused. None of them really look like each other, but the problem is the fact that all their names start with Emma.
Yeah, so
it's like throws me off.
Mm-hmm. But I did watch the Lion King movie. I don't know why, but
you like it?
No.
I can see you for a second thinking like
because I'm like, yeah, it's a good movie, and then I'm like, I didn't come here. There are certain scenes in this movie, and this is the problem. Like, that's why I specifically said live action remakes, because I'm like, okay, Lion King live action, I can fall into any random plot, really. Like, I can fall into a story. Like, I don't need to break character. I'm like, all right, cool, this is the world I'm living in. But with that being said, there were some expectations that I wanted.
Yeah,
not some high ones for certain. I definitely wanted Rafiki to have a stick. He didn't have a stick, and I was disappointed with that.
I don't know. Like, some of them I think are good. Like, the Brandy version of Cinderella is good. They're putting the other version up, but I don't remember seeing it. You know what I really love is when they do the reboots of like the Cinderella story. I was obsessed with the one with Selena Gomez.
Okay. See, I'm still thinking about Cinderella 1, 2, and 3 that probably I think only went straight to DVD. I didn't even know they were like a thing but I'm like, oh, those are actually kind of cool. But the one with Selena Gomez, I remember watching, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool.
That one and the one with Hilary Duff, I ate those up.
That's not the one that's called Enchanted, right?
Enchanted is not the same. It doesn't even follow this. It's like Enchanted is supposed to be like every Disney princess kind of trope thing, but it's funny. I enjoy Enchanted a lot, but no, like Hilary Duff. I think Hilary Duff was not another Cinderella story, and the other one was like just another Cinderella. So I don't know. It was something like of the variations of each other. That's why I can't remember it. But I was gonna say either way, I like both of those. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the Selena Gomez one was specifically the one that I was like on repeat. I will continuously watch this.
Okay. There's not a lot of movies I watch because my choice of movies is usually action. Yeah, definitely action. Let's see if I have any questions in the pot.
What you got?
Oh, I guess how are you in the theater?
How am I in the theater? Okay. Oh, yeah. This is funny. I like talking, but it really depends. Like at a certain point, too much talking starts getting on my nerves. I'm definitely one of those people. Like, I like to talk. If we're just making like two comments to each other, then that's cool. But like, you're trying to start a whole conversation with me, I'm looking at you crazy. Like, there are even sometimes we'll be in the movie theater. If I hear someone chewing like in a quiet part, I'm like, you have to pause. You have to stop because I can hear you. I'm supposed to be feeling this quiet moment, and I'm hearing you crunch in my ear. So I'm like, I guess in a sense, like I'm a purist, but not fully, because I'm also like, I will not have my camera out or my phone out. That's what I'm saying. I know some people can have their phones out or they don't mind like looking at it every once in a while. I do not be trying to do that unless I know for sure like someone's trying to hit me up, or like maybe if I feel like something's making me feel like someone might be trying to communicate with me, like maybe. But most of the time, I'll really be like, okay, no, I'm plugged in. I'm plugged into the movie, and that's what I came here to do. I like the movie theater experience, so
All right.
I'm just that girl.
Me, it's more so. I'm one to talk in the movie too. That's for sure. But I also will read the person who I am next to. If they aren't really saying anything to me, I will try to tone down how much I say for sure. But I definitely will talk to you. But for like Annex and everything, you know how they have the recliners. I have it just barely raised up to where my feet are barely off the ground. I'm like, all right, this is I don't get any food. Not really.
Oh, that's wild. Every time I go, popcorn, at least the popcorn, at least the water to go with it, because I'm not trying to choke.
Look, if there are snacks that have been that I'm eating in the theater, I may or may not have brought them from outside the theater.
That's fair. I respect that. I think maybe once I took a Subway sandwich into the theater.
Oh, you're bold. Like, wait a minute.
Man, if you put that thing up in your pocket, like when you got a big coat on, especially if it's the winter time, you can get yourself a little foot long into the.
See, I never bought a sandwich.
What do you bring?
A little pocket snacks like Skittles or something, like watermelons.
If you sneaking stuff in, I believe that you should sneak in a meal. Why are we going little? Go big or go home. I'm sneaking in a large bag of popcorn or something. I'm gonna get the fattest Subway sandwich I could possibly find, and I'm definitely eating that thing right up in the movie theater.
You said I need my food to match the screen. The bigger the screen, the bigger the meal.
Yes. That's why I also really like the little movie theaters where you can order like actual food. So maybe it's because I'm just like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind having a full meal in a movie theater. And it's even better if it's a $5 foot long.
All right. I got you. I see you. But I also but something else. I actually like getting to the theater early. Like I like to see the preview. Ironically enough, I like seeing the previews in the theater, but that's it because they tell me because that's what's like. All right, cool. Now I get to know about a movie that I'm not gonna see in like on the TV at all. Like I feel like they use the best images in the theater. It's like, all right, I'm hyped for this movie now because
it does feel like that.
But any other trailer, I'm like, I don't want to see you.
That's true. I like seeing previews. I just never seem to catch up. This is just me personally trying to show up earlier for things because I have a tendency to show up later. I'm now within the like 5 to 10 minute late range, which I'm really proud of myself. I used to be about a 30 to 15 minute girl. I know some people who are bad enough that they'll show up an hour late. I'm not an hour late kind of person, okay? But 30 minute to 15 minute late, yeah, that will definitely be me.
I'm on the other spectrum. I'm on like 15 minutes early. Just that's because my sense of time is all types of messed up. Like my sense of time is so messed up and gets me there early. That is
I wish mine is bad in the sense of like, and I've had to start fighting myself now where I'll be like, I can finish this in enough time. I just need to lay down longer. No, you have to get up. You need to get up. You should have started this process actually yesterday is what it really was getting.
Yeah, no. But for me, because of this is just a super small tangent, and then I'll give you even more stories. But in my freshman year, some friends had me wait outside a door. Like they were in the room.
Oh wow.
They knew I was at the door, and I was standing out there for like 15, 20 minutes. So I'm like, never again. I'm not like I'm not that pressed. I can find something else to do. So ever since that day, it's I would give people grace like, oh, you're late or like something. Now that because of that, my time is like cut short. Like if you're not there within like 10 minutes, I'm walking away. Like I'm doing whatever we plan to do because yeah, that messed me up. And then you mentioned being on your phone in the theater. That's unlocked another memory of me because look, I have some very I have some memories in theaters. That's wow, I have a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, you really are unlocking some things.
Yeah, but I remember I had a different friend. This has happened like multiple times. Is that I would be like in the theater or something, and I was supposed to meet up with my friend, but he would never show up.
Like at all?
Or he would. My memory's a little bit fuzzy, so let me tell you. So there's several different things.
Okay.
Either one time we went to the theater, paid for a ticket, and then we left within like before the movie even started. That was one instance. And when I'm like, why did we pay for a ticket, like a $13 ticket, and we left? We talked about that one.
Okay.
Cool. Mind you, we talked about this one years later, but we talked about it.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Other times it would be the friend would know I'm with someone else. It's like, oh, we decided to, I'm like, hey, I'm going to be in the theater, but they're calling me, and I'm like, okay, you hit me up twice. Let me go check my phone to see what this is. And I'm like, okay, the person would be like, hey, can you come over? I'm like, earlier when I was just a yes person, I would actually go. And I'm like, hey, I have to leave because of whatever. Now it's like, hey, if I'm in the theater and you need me, it's like, hey, I gave this person my time, so you just have to leave.
Right.
Yeah. So these are just some of my movies. Oh, actually, I'll give you another funny. Well, not really funny, but it's not as you questioning me like who am I friends with?
No, listen, I'm just listening. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. He just you just unlocking memories right in front of us.
Oh yeah, no, some of them I really did forget, but
it's a journey. The one that I on this podcast
is this is before I decide to trying to meet up with a friend for a theater. This is a group of people, group of friends. I was like, hey, you want to come to the movie with me? I'm in town. Sure. The people were like an hour late to the movie. Like the movie has already started.
No.
And mind you, I'm already in there. Like I'm watching the movie. The movie, but and then another friend of mine ended up being in the same theater and everything, watching the same movie. And I'm like, I left the group that I was with. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be with my other friend because I'm like,
they're here.
Like, yeah. So I literally just walked into the theater. Just mind you, like I said, I bought a ticket, watched the movie, went into a different theater, continued watching the movie.
Yeah, like something like that. Like if you show up to the movies, I would honestly say after being like 15 minutes later than the movie, honestly, an hour later, don't they just not let you in? Like, I don't even think they let you get the ticket because they're like,
why are you watching?
You missed it. Like, why do you want to go in now?
I have no idea.
After being like 15 minutes late, I normally am like, okay, it's not even worth it to try to go to this because like you have missed like all the previews. You're about to miss the doggone like if you're not in there at 15 minutes, like you're still on the way and it's like 10 plus minutes to get there, you're done. You're cooked. Like the movie is started.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like they came in like in Act 2 or something. Like I really don't know, but I'm like I can give you grace for if the movie says it starts at X time, I'm like, all right, there's some grace period with, the previews and everything.
Yeah.
But after grace period, I'm like, the movie is actually like, the lights are dimmed. Everyone's been told to get off their phone, shut up, and enjoy the movie.
Unless it's like sporadic, because I have done like spontaneous movie trips, and like we'll be like, okay, if it starts at XYZ or whatever, we were already doing something, then we showed up kind of late, like later than we normally would. We're like, okay, we were already kind of pushing it, so we'll just miss the first kind of part. We'll just keep it pushing.
I understand.
I have done that a couple times.
See, that's different because it was sporadic.
I think there are only a handful of times when that happened to me. Nah, not a handful, because sometimes there are a couple of times when I've literally pulled up to a movie theater and not even like looked up really what was going on. We were just like, we're gonna pull up whatever's happening right now, we're gonna watch. And we had like an idea in our mind of what we were gonna see. And then it was like, oh, that time's not available. And we were like, ooh. Well, time to watch something else. Like, what's up? What else is up?
Plan B, you're only here right now.
We only got right now, so what we doing? Like, what's going on?
I don't know how we ended up over here.
I don't know, man. It's all right. Well, you know what? We talked though.
We
like, I couldn't tell you how we got to anything, but we have. We
made it. We have done it. We made it another episode. So, with that being said, Tyler, it's your turn for the thing. Yes, the thing.
All right, you guys. So, because it's Women's History Month, shout out. I don't even know y'all can hear that. The cops flew by while I was doing this. So, shout out. All over. Alarm bells. Shout out to the women.
See, the cops already knew. They knew what you were doing. They wanted to participate.
But for Women's History Month, I got a popular, one of the most famous quotes from a woman, Maya Angelou. And it is, you will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. Yeah. Don't be defeated.
Don't be defeated.
Don't be defeated.
Thank you, Maya Angelou.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then, so I guess it's my turn to do, the other things. Or
the other things.
If you like what you heard or want to support the show or just watch the behind the scenes and everything, you can on Patreon. You get for $2 just the edited version, and for $5 you get the unedited version, so you can see all the 15 minutes that I probably would cut out from this for each episode. And you get connected to the Discord too, so you can have even more ways to get in contact with us. Speaking of getting in contact with us, you can reach out to us at NEQ Pod, both Instagram and Twitter. And the email is going to be in the description. Oh, Patreon Not Enough Questions Pod. That let me make sure that I say it right. I'm trying to remember. For the people on the YouTube, you can find more episodes on there. You're probably going to be 6 months behind when you hear this, so just letting you know you're behind. There's more episodes. Links will be in the description to find more if you like it. But if you want to watch it on YouTube, I'm not going to stop you. Thank you for watching. Also on Patreon, it's the polls. So that is another way you can interact with us. All the polls are free, just to give you something to talk about.
Because it's silly.
Shout out to Silly Saturdays. And then again, I missed that one.
I know.
I bet it said Silly Saturday though. I bet it said Silly Saturday though.
It didn't.
But the other thing that I need to remember is just mentioning this again. If you like what you heard or you think someone can benefit from this episode, tell a friend, leave a review, rating wherever you listen to it. It will help us out greatly at the very least. But yeah, that's I think I got everything now. I
believe in you.
All right. Oh, this is a new one. I'm like, that's a new one. You keep me on my toes. Like I have to, zigzag, bod, dob, weave. Oh,
it's all right. It's constant movement on this podcast. We're just vibing. It's like jazz.
I am still burning up right now, so I'm gonna end this, with the usual happy island boy.
I had to sneak one in at the end. Oh, Jesus.
But as always, ask yourself, ask others, and never stop asking questions. See you.